Now, I don't know if you scout out any new heavyweights, but did you see that debacle with Greg Hardy? Did you see his debut this weekend?
Yeah, I watched that.
Tell me your thoughts.
I mean, man, I don't think his past transgressions have anything to do with what happened in the cage. I think he was super excited because that was me. Like, when I was an amateur, that was me, like, in the cage, just swinging wildly, hitting guys in the back of the head because you're just, like, so amped up. It takes time to get used to, like, fighting. Like, people don't get – you have to be calm yet also hyper-aggressive, which is really hard to do.
But
he let his aggression get a hold of him, and he threw that knee. I think he was expecting for his opponent to pop up, and when he didn't, he couldn't stop the knee.
Now, if you watch it, and I don't know if you could put that on in the background with no sound or anything, but if you watch it, if you watch the post-fight interview, he was saying kind of what you're saying. Man, I swore that thing was coming, the knee was coming up. But, I mean, he was planted down there. It's not like it was a up and down. I mean, he was as kneeling. Well, and when they showed the video, he's just you clearly see one leg up and one knee planted, not even. But I mean, but the other thing is, you know, he was getting tired. He was getting a little frustrated. Look at this. Look at that. There's no popping. I mean, do that again. I'm sorry. I know you're not looking at that. Razor. Put that back. So we're watching it now.
I remember it.
Yeah, he puts the one leg up. It was
but I know if he says that he thought the other leg was coming up, that's also inexperience and the fact that he'd never been in the second round before. I think he panicked and it all of a sudden became like two guys behind a high school.
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be I'm getting exhausted. Let me get out of here by any means necessary. This is a way out. Now, look, is it that?
I hope it wasn't.
I hope it's not that either. I'm not trying to be a prick, but the cage is the truth. You know, it reveals some things. So, you know, a lot of times you see guys, and I'm not saying that this is the case, but I'm saying a lot of times you'll see guys take cheap shots, guys do this, do that.
Maybe.
It carries over.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'm not trying to link this up with his past. I'm just saying that, man, that shit was planted. It was planted.
It doesn't look good.
And I don't know. I just think that he was exhausted. He didn't exactly get up right after that and say sorry. He was sitting on. I think he was sitting down for a while.
He thought he won. He said afterward he thought he won. He really didn't realize that the knee was down. He thought he had won the fight. He thought they were.
Do me a favor, just while we're talking here, just let that play in the background, and I want to see him after that and what he's doing, because I'm pretty sure. Now look, let's let it go. I'm sorry, Curtis. This is just
no worries.
Yeah, I mean we got you. So he gets planted.
He goes up.
He knees him. So now the ref gets him, and the ref knocks him down. And he doesn't get up. He puts himself up against the cage. Look, he's not getting up. He's exhausted.
He's very tired.
Exhausted. Now that tells me a lot. That tells me it's like, all right, man. Now I get to rest. Whatever the consequences are, I'll deal with them. Look at him laying down. He's laying down right now. He's not saying, all right, I fucked. He's laying down. He was out of there one way or the other, guys.
Maybe.
Look at him. He's not getting up.
Yeah, but in fairness, the ref told him that he was disqualified there. He didn't say like you won.
The ref told him right there you were disqualified?
Yeah, he said he. Yeah, they're
the ref's yelling at him.
I think he said if he can't fight again, I'll disqualify him.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about Greg Hardy and Curtis? You have to face guys in the cage. And I don't know him. He might be a nice guy. I don't like that he tries to look scary. Like the look, he puts like a crazy look on his face, and I'm like, these are all heavyweight murderers. You're not fighting anybody. Does anybody else's inner cage behavior? I know it's kind of hard to say if it does. Does it ever affect you the way another person carries themselves?
No. I always, like, if you have to get that angry in order to beat me, I think I've already beaten you. So you have to amp yourself up. You have to beat me with aggression. I'm going to beat you with skill. I'm going to keep a calm head and just do what I do.
Yes.
I don't have to hate you.
That's very good. It's
I never hated
amateurish.
anybody that fought.
For sure, yeah.
What's that?
I never hated anybody that fought, actually.
There's eye contact before, because again, we've heard different things. Like guys like Jose Aldo would always look down. He would never make eye contact. Some guys just don't. But Mike Tyson said when he fights, if a guy didn't make eye contact or if he averted his eyes, he knew he had him. So, like, I guess that's a different mentality for different guys. Does that translate anything for you when you're getting your instructions right before the fight?
No, I honestly, I don't know if you watched me before when Bruce Buffer's doing the announcement. I'm just looking off into the sky, looking at my coaches, looking at my gloves. I mean, we're about to fight, so I'm already amped up. I'm trying to like actually amp down.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to be too hyped.
You know, do you what's your walkout music? Because there's certain guys that walk out to mellow music because they said they don't want anything that's going to increase their heart rate.
Mortal Kombat.
Is that what you use?
I walk out to Mortal Kombat.
That's definitely amp music.
Yeah, so it kind of gets you pumped up, and you have to take yourself down a little bit before you fight.
Yeah, it gets me going. That's
Are you a video game guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you ever try virtual reality, Curtis?
Actually, when I was over there in China, we actually, me and my buddies and my coaches, we found like a little arcade, and they had like a virtual reality, like a zombie game. We played that a few times.
So much fun, buddy. I got the Vive HTC. All right, Jimmy, if you could talk about your sinuses, I can talk about my video games.
I don't mind listening.
I love it so much. I play that Vive, buddy, and I put on my headset there. I swear, dude, this is the future. It's like that movie. You ever see Ready Player One?
Yes.
It's
yes,
like
I
that.
love that.
That is the
That
future, Curtis. Remember this interview.
That is the future.
You're going to be like, in like 20 years from now, you're going to be like, holy fuck, that little short fat guy knew it. Knew it. He knew where we were headed.
You're not fat. You're like a brick.
I love
I
this
remember
guy.
I shook your hand. You're like a brick.
Curtis is the man. Let me tell you, Curtis. I had you picked in your last fight. I'm picking you in the next one. Not just because you just gave me
appreciate it.
compliments. But anyway, if you get a chance, check out that Vive. I have no dogs in the race. I have no. Is it dogs in the race?
Horse.
No, it's
What
not.
if it's a dog race?
Dogs.
Yes.
Fuck
They're
you.
both free.
That's okay. I
have
don't
no
want to take
stock
your
in the
smoke,
company.
but he has no dogs in the race.
I'm just saying it's fun. Anyway, let's get back to fighting.
So what are you doing now? How far into camp are you now?
I've actually been in like camp mode the past 2 weeks because we already like kind of had an idea this was going to happen.
Okay, so right, kind of after the last fight, you kind of got back to it as fast as you could.
Well, no, I won't lie. I did. I went home for the holidays for like 2 weeks, and then I got back to it.
Okay, did you? What did you do for the holidays? Did you just eat?
Yeah, I gained like 20 pounds.
Well, that's the good thing about your division. It's not really a bad thing if you put weight on. I mean, you don't have to cut to get down to it. What do you normally fight at?
255, but that's because I usually like right now I'm like 275. So a month out, I usually get down to 65, and then those last 2 weeks where you're really just grinding and prepping your body, I get down to like 55, and that's usually what I get in the octagon at.
Oh, okay. Is that a hard cut for you?
Nah.
All right.
I think I feel best at 255. Like right now, I feel really heavy.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, look, man, we love watching you fight. And the last fight, I love Ngannou, but I had you picked in the last fight. And it was just one of those things that I'm sure it just, like you said, it happens. And, you're 10-2 and you're one of the top heavyweights. So fighting Justin Willis, it's UFC on ESPN Plus. It's Thompson versus Pettis, which is an amazing fight, is the main event. Saturday, March the 23rd from Nashville. We'll definitely talk to you again, Curtis, and you're going to be around for a long time.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, buddy.
To be back on the show.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Take care, Curtis.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right, man. You too.
All right, bye.
I like Curtis, not just because he gave me compliments.
No,
No, but I know a lot
good
of fighters are video game guys, too. I guess it's the competitive thing of it,
Well,
Yeah.
that or it's just downright fun.
It is fun, yeah.
Jimmy, I'm not going to tell you how many Raptor dinners I had last night. That's when you win the game, you get a Raptor dinner.
Who doesn't know that?
You know? Shout out to my buddy, Breadwinner, #1. That's his code name. And Genova. Yeah. Breadwinner is some kid. And then he ended up finding out that, not being that guy, that whatever, that not who I am, because it sounds kind of like a dick with you. Oh, we found out who I am. But I'm like, oh, yeah, I used to fight. He came out. So he's like, oh, shit, I'm playing with me. He's a kid. Not a kid.
Do you know it might have been 37 years ago yesterday? It might have been.
What is it?
I played Asteroids at the arcade for 10 hours and I got in the local paper.
Did you really, Jimmy?
I did. And here's
There's
how
no way you can find that
Asteroid?
online.
Oh, I have it. I have the newspaper. I had the original newspaper. It was me, and the picture right next to me was Ozzy Osbourne because he had bitten the bat's head off. I was 13 years old. It was during the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was in January
That's like
back then.
foreshadowing because you love him now. In your
My
fight.
favorite person. So yeah, it was.
He's your second favorite person.
Richard Pryor.
Jimmy, stop. Don't make me blush.
I would have to say
Bob Kelly.
either,
All right, fine.
either Richard Pryor.
Am
or,
I in the top 20? I say 20 because I'm not in the
easily.
top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Easily top 20.
You're like 19. 19.
I go top 10 because he's top 20.
Easily top 20. Oh, there I am. Yeah, that's
Look at
me.
that. Look at the picture of Jimmy. Are you
shit.
serious?
Yeah, Nick DiPaolo told me I look like Adrian from Rocky with that hat.
This is amazing. There's a picture right now, people, and later on, Chris, the producer, will.
I'll Instagram
send
it.
Will.
Yeah.
Jimmy Norton will Instagram.
That's the-
And I have the
Instagram
original
is
paper
Jim Norton.
where you could see Ozzy next to me in his picture. He had bitten the bat
So
title, I think, in Des Moines.
great.
Yeah.
What is it? 13-year-old
It said
Jimmy Norton.
concentration was written all over 13-year-old Jimmy Norton's face as he strove to keep the world safe from asteroids and to win himself a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. By the way, I was not in the Guinness Book. Norton of Linwood Place, North Brunswick, started doing battle at about 1 p.m. yesterday on a regular asteroids machine. Connoisseurs note, not the more deadly deluxe model. At the Playhouse Arcade in the Brunswick Shopping Center, all through the battle of the Bengals and 49ers in Detroit. That was Super Bowl. And hours beyond, Jimmy fought off attacks from computer-generated boulders and spaceships, racking up 4.8 million points over 10 hours. Neophytes know that players earn a rocket every 10,000 points, so Jimmy went through more than 480 rockets. And the local ex-mayor said he'll stay as long as he wants to stay, said Charles Nicola. And I called the kid's father, and he gave permission for the kid to stay. The amazing thing is he's just getting more proficient as he goes along. He seems to have all the stamina. Boy, he's never seen me fuck.
Oh, things change.
They sure do. Boy, he has zero stamina. Went through a half a ship and it went limp. And then the guy, Nicola, who was the ex-mayor, said the boy had told him the world record for asteroid playing is 16 million points over 27 hours. Fatigue set in about 11:30 p.m. and the machine finally won. It always does. Yeah.
So wait, you played for 10 hours?
Yeah, one
awesome.
quarter. I don't
Now,
think
you
I
have
pissed.
wait, how was your bladder back
I didn't
then?
piss back then a lot.
Obviously, Jimmy. You played for 10 hours?
Yeah.
What, you were just fighting off shooting the asteroids?
On one quarter, yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
That's
Jimmy.
the
Talk about
best.
getting your money's worth.
Yeah, I sure did.